Good morning, Friday. Thank God it's Friday. So, we're going to talk about procrastination today, and good morning. So, procrastination is the opposite of using your personal power, right? Procrastination is where you put off doing something that you know you need to do. So, first of all, how do we do it? Well, we procrastinate by changing our focus. So we either, how do people procrastinate? So sometimes they'll focus on television, they'll focus on what they don't want to do. Usually it's a mental focus. One of the other things they'll do is they'll get up and they'll do a whole bunch of other stuff that has nothing to do with what they're supposed to be doing. So I remember when I was supposed to study in college, I would get up and I would clean the whole room. So it felt like I did something productive, but I didn't do the thing that I wanted to do. So that's a great way to procrastinate. Some people just go to sleep. That's a great way to avoid everything, by the way. If you find yourself, that's one of the first signs of depression. If you find yourself sleeping all the time, now don't just believe just because you sleep means you're depressed. It could mean a million different things. But that's a good way to avoid a lot of stuff, is to just go to sleep, because then you don't have to think about it. So how do we deal with procrastination? Well, a couple of things to remember. Number one, everybody does it. Everybody does it. The most successful people in the world procrastinate on certain things. They all do. So don't think that like you're this outlier if you procrastinate on an issue. Secondly, if you are right now looking at this and going, I know that I'm procrastinating on a certain area, then get excited, because that means you become aware that you're doing it in a specific thing. And awareness is the key to almost everything like this. The biggest problem is when people don't think that they're doing it or don't know that they're doing it. This is why coaching is so important, because you can't see your own swing. And a coach can come up and go, this is what you're doing. And you're like, oh God, okay, you're right. That is what I'm doing. I need to go change how I approach things. So if you're aware that you procrastinate somewhere, perfect, awesome, great, good for you. Now you know. Okay, so we write that down and we can start attacking it. I procrastinate in this area. Great, perfect. Now, we start with the little things, right? Little things become big things. And it takes a little bit of discipline at the beginning, but then disciplines become habits. So let's say your procrastination is you don't get up in the morning. So a couple of ways that you can deal with that. Number one is you can remember I talked to you about modalities. You can remember a specific time when you were able to wake up like that. And if you go back to that time and then anchor it in, really associate to that time. And if we had an example right now, we could do this, but really associate to that time and you can anchor it again. Then you can think about waking up and you can fire that anchor, and it will change your relationship to getting up in the morning, and it'll be easier for you to get up in the morning. The other thing that you do, and I invite you to use this with anything. If you've got something that's really difficult right now, not like over the top difficult, but if you've got a thing like getting up in the morning and it's really bothering you, I invite you to try this. This sounds crazy, but trust us. So set your alarm clock for whatever time you want to get up tomorrow morning. When it goes off, literally hit the off button and fly out of bed and celebrate like crazy that you're up in the morning. I mean, celebrate like you just won the lottery. I want you to imagine that you won the lottery, or that, the person of your dreams, or you got this shot, whatever. But celebrate like there's no tomorrow that you're up in the morning. And I know your spouse might think you're crazy. Your kids might think you're crazy. Trust me. Then immediately grab your phone, turn on some music that you love, and dance. Celebrate for 10, 15 seconds. Dance for about a minute. And then remember a time when you laughed like crazy. And if you start laughing, it'll become real and it'll become real laughter. But remember a time when you laughed like crazy. By then, you'll be up, okay? So get up and do your day. Whatever your day is, then do it again. Commit to doing that for 7 days and see the difference that it makes in terms of your ability to get up in the morning. If you have the same thing with another area, whatever it is that you procrastinate on, then do the same thing. You don't do the dishes, okay? Commit that you're going to force yourself to do the dishes at a specific, and when you get done or when you start, do that same thing. First, celebrate on a level 100 that you're going to do the dishes. Then play some music and dance. 1 minute. That's it. Then make yourself laugh like crazy. And then do the dishes. And you're going to see that you're doing the dishes with a smile on your face. And the next time you go to do it, it's going to be easier. And the next time you go to do it, it's going to be easier. And pretty soon, doing the dishes isn't going to be a challenge. This is basic neurolinguistic programming conditioning, but this stuff works. So for procrastination, number one, get awareness. Ask your friends, ask your spouses, what's an area that you procrastinate? Number two, when you find one, get excited. That means you get a chance to conquer this. Thank God. Thank God you're aware that it's there. Number three, remember a time when you did that thing and didn't procrastinate. You can go back to that time, anchor it in. When it's time to go, fire off the anchor. If that's too complicated for you, then do what I just said. Start it, celebrate, dance, laugh, then do it. Commit to doing that 7 times. I can't hold up my other fingers because I'm holding my phone. Commit to doing that 7 times. And then share with us. See what the difference is. Lastly, remember that procrastination is not this disease, okay? It's just a habit. You know, you have good habits too. I'm sure that everybody here has habits. You know, some of you have great habits with regards to finances. Some of you have great habits with regards to your health. Some of you have great habits with regards to cleanliness. Some people have great habits with regards to how they eat. This is just a habit. That's all it is. It's not a thing. It's not a disease. It's just a habit. It's a pattern that you got into. Everybody gets into it. It happens. But just as easily as you got into it, you can get out of it. It just takes a little intention and a little effort. And if you do what I just said, you'll actually laugh. And that is a much more resourceful state for you to approach something with. I hope everybody has a great day. I went to bed 6 hours ago, and I got a team meeting coming in a minute. We got everybody on here this morning. Good morning, everybody. Rebecca, Mr. Lampy, great to see you. Val Kabatsky, wonderful to see you. Dolores, always lovely to see you. Thank you very much, Mr. Williams. Good morning. Leanne, great to see you. Detective Drehobel, I hope Florida's doing great for you, my man. My great uncle Bill. Dolores. And Tammy Henefeld is watching, my favorite T. Love you guys. Hey, have a great day. Have a great Friday. End procrastination in your life. This is a super easy way to do it. Go through the process. Make yourself laugh. It's going to be weird at first. So is riding a bike. But if you do this again and again and again, you're going to find that it's going to make a huge difference. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for watching. We're all in this together. Let's take care of each other.